Toastmaster of the evening. Toastmasters, guests, thank you. Let the cold in your bones. That might sound a little strange right now, but hopefully in the next few minutes you'll understand what I mean by that. See, I thought with my icebreaker I could bore you with my childhood details, but I figured I'd take this opportunity to tell you how I got through some obstacles in my life. You see, I'm a college dropout. I went to college to play baseball, and I found out very quickly that my Florida blood did not like Indiana cold. I also found out that my coaches did not like me dodging professors in classrooms. You see, to play college baseball, you have to go to college classes. I didn't understand that at the time. So in 1998, I quit. With my head between my ears was not functioning right, my tail between my legs, I came back home to Florida. I worked a couple menial jobs, and then one day I decided I'm going to join the Army. See, I have a rich tradition of military service in my family. My great-grandfather, my grandfathers on both sides, and several uncles all served. I was so excited to tell my family about my decision, and I'll never forget the talk my uncle had with me. He was a 26-year Army veteran, full bird colonel, served in the Pentagon. And he looked me in my eyes and he said, if you continue this behavior, if you repeat the patterns you've done over the last couple of years, and you embarrass this family, I'll kick your ass. I will never forget that talk. So I graduated basic training. I went on to AIT where I became a communications specialist. And then I volunteered to go to jump school. I wanted to be a paratrooper and jump out of perfectly good airplanes. After graduation, I received orders to go to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, where I became a member of 7th Group. In 2000, my name made the list of candidates to attend SEER school. SEER stands for Survive, Evade, Resist, and Escape. So for 4 weeks on a 60,000-acre forest known as Camp McCall, I learned how to live off the land, how to survive in nature, how to evade if I was behind enemy lines, and how to escape and resist if I was actually caught. It was very cold in the winter of 2000 in North Carolina, and by week 3 of the training, my team was caught. Everyone eventually was caught. I remember one night, after 4 days and 4 nights of not eating or sleeping, being slapped around, because at the time instructors could still make contact with you. There was a scintilla of doubt as to whether this was reality or training. So one night they pulled the hoods off of our heads and they threw us some scraps for us to eat. I remember looking at one of the captives next to me and he sat there just still as could be, like a stone. I was freezing, I was upset, I was hungry, I was delirious. I remember getting angry at him, saying, "How are you not freezing?" And what he said to me next would change my life forever. The impact of his words I had no idea at the time. But he said, "Let the cold in your bones." What he was trying to explain to me was, we can't change the conditions. You can't change the circumstances or predict the weather. But what you can do is adapt and accept it and move forward. Fast forward to 2015. The span of 5 years, I've gone through a nasty divorce. I've been diagnosed with PTSD and depression. I'd blown out both my knees from years of jumping out of planes. And I was let go of a very lucrative GM position. And then at the age of 34, a doctor told me that my pancreas no longer worked. And I was a type 1 diabetic. It seemed like my life was destined for disaster. I said, how could this be happening to me? What did I do? All I wanted to do was good in my life. I learned very quickly that life is not fair. We can't change the conditions. We can't change how cold it is or the bitter wind that's in our face. But what we can do is change how we accept it. Because no matter how cold it is, one day the sun will come out to warm you again. So fast forward to today. I co-own a company where I get to teach people to be safer every day, doing what I love. I'm in much better health. I have 3 God-fearing, intelligent, beautiful, athletic teenage children. I'm happy. I'm better. And it was all because I let those circumstances into my life. I accepted them. And today I'm also engaged to the love of my life. So So things change for the better. So if you're in that season where it's so cold you can't stand it, when you start shaking, you're losing precious body heat. You're losing energy by fighting those circumstances. If you get in that situation in life and you're freezing and you don't know what to do, let the cold hit your bones. Thank you.